For even more updates on Stephen King's It, The Dark Tower, and The Mist, be sure to check out hybridnetworkyt.com. What's up guys, CJ here, welcome back to the Hybrid Network and another look at the creatures hiding deep within the horrors of the Mist. Today we're taking a look at the tentacles that attack David and the group in the generator's stockroom, these pulsating structures that dragged off Norm the bag boy. In the original book there wasn't really much to go on in terms of their design, they were just described as basic standard tentacles for the most part, which was enough for the horror of the situation. They were described as having slate gray skin on top with a pinkish underbelly, fleshy in color with suckers lining the entirety of its underside, each one seemingly moving and writhing like mouths on their own. In the original story, the tentacles latched themselves onto Norm the bag boy in an attempt to go outside and dislodge whatever had gotten stuck in the exhaust of the generator, slowly pulling and eating away at the young man as David tries to pull him back in. Steadily, more and more tentacles drifted in from the mist, latching onto Norm, and eventually, realizing that a touch from one of these creatures could leave his son without a father, David lets go, Norm being dragged off into the mist to presumably be eaten by whatever dragged him out. Where the tentacles come from, well, no one knows. In the movie, there was actually a bit of a change in terms of how the tentacles were designed. They wanted to take inspiration from, of course, squids, but also earthworms with how they kind of undulate and contract. They did, though, stay true to form with the original novella. Suckers line the underside of each tentacle with what seems like beaks or teeth within each sucker, all of them pushing in and out, writhing within the structure as they grab hold and rip chunks away from Norm. Along the edges are spines of some kind. It seems like they're probably used to grip objects or other creatures as the suckers dig into their body, or that they pass food up to the large mouth-like slit near its tip. Like in the novella, the tentacles range in size, some being thin and ropey, while others are thick and kind of sluggish, one grabbing a bag and tearing it open as it's fed into the gaping maw that splits along the tentacle's underbelly. In the film, the creatures emitted a high-pitched shriek when they were met with resistance from both David and Ollie, reacting almost as if they each individually are alive and have minds of their own, and it's possible that the creature eats solely through the use of these tentacles. What's an odd addition in the movie, though, is that once severed from the body, the tentacles dissolve into a black liquid, which is kind of strange when you're trying to determine just how this could be a biological asset to the creatures the tentacles spawn from. After all, one of the biggest thoughts that went into designing these creatures of the film was to create these animals misplaced from different ecosystems. It could be a defense mechanism to scare predators off, though fans of Stephen King might note that this has a striking resemblance to the death of the creatures present in another story from the horror writer From a Buick 8, a story where a car terrorizes a police troop in western Pennsylvania, with strange objects and disappearances happening around it, most striking of these being otherworldly creatures emerging from its interior. These creatures defied human logic, and once they died, they decayed much like the tentacles in the mist. And if you think this is a stretch because of the difference between mediums, just keep in mind that in the movie's opening scenes, David is finishing up a painting of a very familiar gunslinger that happens to have a pretty sizable role within Stephen King's interconnected universe crafted within his works. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to stay subscribed to the Hybrid Network to stay up to date on all of our videos as they come out. My name's CJ, and I'll catch you next time.